Good morning, everybody. Edward Kelly here, your bankruptcy attorney, with another 3 minutes to financial freedom. We've been talking about the basics of 7 and 13. We talked yesterday about can I keep my stuff in a 13? The big questions in any bankruptcy are, can I keep my stuff, and will I get rid of these debts? So today we're going to talk about, will I get rid of these debts in a 13? So as you recall, the main difference between a 13 and a 7 is in a 13 you have to make a payment for 3 to 5 years. If your income is is at a point that you could have done a 7 but have to do a 13 for other reasons. And I think one reason I neglected to mention, you can only do a Chapter 7 once every 8 years. That's the hard and fast law, meaning a case you actually complete. So if you did a 7 in the last 8 years, you may have to do a 13 anyway. If that's the case, you can do a 3-year plan though instead of a 5-year plan. So whether your case is 3 years or 5 years, at the end of it, any debts left over will be discharged that are dischargeable. You recall some debts are not dischargeable. And I'll refer you back to that video, and we'll of course cover that again later. But the same rules apply. IRS debt less than 3 years old, not dischargeable. Child support, not dischargeable. Student loans, not dischargeable. And same rule with 13s. If your debt pays off within the time of your plan, you have to pay it through your plan in full. If it pays off after your plan, you may be able to just continue making that payment outside your plan and deduct it. And we'll talk about student loans. Student loans is a really bad system because you don't get credit for paying it. In any case, we'll cover that in a separate video. But your student loans still won't be discharged. Tax debt more than 3 years old won't be discharged. Child support won't be discharged. And people can still, your creditors can still file something saying, hey, this shouldn't be dischargeable for an obvious reason, or file an adversary and say that you defrauded them, or there was willful, reckless behavior, or something that would also render it non-dischargeable. But your unsecureds, your credit cards, your personal loans, your medical bills, all that, you're going to pay what you can, and that may be nothing. You may be making all your payment toward tax debt, which you have to pay anyway, and zero toward those unsecureds. That's how the plan works. It's going to provide all those details. And at the end of it, all that unsecured is just going to go away like it would have been a 7. In fact, sometimes that's another reason you might do a 13, because you have a bunch of tax debt, which you can't get rid of in that 7. So do a 13, freeze it all, pay it off, through the court, avoid all those late fees, and then discharge all the rest of your debt. So that's a quick answer to, can I get rid of these debts in a 13? And tomorrow's the holiday, so we're going to take a break for a few days, but we'll be back with more videos soon. Again, I'm Edward Kelly, your bankruptcy attorney. You can reach me at Edward Kelly, K-E-L-L-E-Y law, office at gmail.com. Again, K-E-L-L-E-Y law office at gmail.com, or at 580-478-3130. Talk to you soon. Thank you. Have a wonderful holiday.